Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience is fruitful. Please feel free to visit our website to find out how you can join our growing family. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. Also, share so others may enjoy as well. And we hope you would consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
How you doing this morning?
Well, first of all, I never really noticed before until just now listening to that music. I feel like I hear something new every time. But that snap was so crisp.
Yes, God.
It was so crisp.
Yes, God. See,
Yeah.
what you gotta do is you gotta add some effects. See, some of y'all ain't crisp because you scared to add a little effects to it. To give it the clarity. Lighten it up just a little bit. Not much.
Oh man.
How's your week been?
You know what, Walter? It has been. It's been. It's been. I honestly, to be fully transparent, I have been in a very depressed mode for the last few weeks. Probably a little bit longer, but it hit like smack, like sit down, be quiet, learn something these last couple of weeks. And so I've just been in shutdown mode. Like if I don't have to go, I'm not going. I have called off from work. I'm checking in with therapy. I bought some cats.
Okay.
I am doing the me things. So I can get myself together. So it has been. But one of the most beautiful things that I've learned through this experience is the more I practice what I preach, like the universe keeps sending receipts. You know?
Yeah.
When people ask me how I'm doing and I tell them how I'm really doing, they're like, "Oh man, me too."
Okay.
So the compassion and the empathy is helping me really deal with the depression. It's been nice.
Okay. Well, we definitely want to support you the best way we can while you are going through and dealing with the depression. Girl, I need a vacation. I told myself I need a vacation. I don't need to go. What I tend to do and call vacation is find somewhere to work out of state. So while I'm on vacation or while I'm away, I can be making money or doing something productive. But like Kwame in his MJ being Michael Jackson's voice says, "You are not alone." Definitely. Girl, I need a vacation because what I do is if I'm not gonna be vacationing in Miami, I'm gonna call around in Miami and see if there's something I can do out there to make some money.
Right.
So I need a vacation, and I don't know how to do this. This is me being trained. I do not know how to just go somewhere and relax and not think about anything work related and just, like you just said, enjoy. But that is going to be my goal for 2024. I'm going to go somewhere and not have anything to do, not be obligated to meet up with anybody, not be obligated to meet at somebody's house, just go somewhere and lie naked on the floor.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things, like, and I'm gonna say I was dating this person years ago. And I would travel, but every time I would go into town, I made sure that when I went to go see this person, like It was just me and them. Usually they would still have to work and do all the things they had to do. So most of the time I had the space to myself. But I would walk in and I would immediately take my clothes off and just lay.
Yeah.
That was my space. I could just take over, and they gave room for that. So those were some great times. Um, but I think what's really the big deal is that we are working people and we are striving people,
Yeah.
people of a certain class. So that idea of rest and relaxation, it seems so far off. But one thing that I feel like this moment in my life is teaching me is that things are going to be there. Life is going to be there. Work is there. People have to stand still and wait for you.
Absolutely.
And then they don't. And so what is for you is for you. And when it's time to rest, you do that.
So the reason why I love that is because there's such a peace. Saying that is easy. Saying that is really easy, but there's a peace when you get to the place of, is this supposed to happen for me? It's going to happen for me. And if not, child, because I think we've all in life chased things that wasn't for us, or people that wasn't for us, or opportunities prematurely. And one thing I found out is that I don't like anything that is premature. Wait, let me reword that. There's nothing that I want out of season. I want everything in its due proper season. Hey, Dr. Holt, how you doing? I want everything in its proper season. And that's one thing I learned the hard way. Child, don't force nothing before it's time, child.
Yeah, not even you.
Don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't. Well, all right, this is the week where we have some amazing things in store for you. If you are listening, if you are watching this video on YouTube, we want you to click that like button and share this video. Listen, y'all be liking everything else on the internet. Y'all be liking the OnlyFans pictures. And I see some of you on Twitter and TikTok. Hell, I be liking them too, but I like y'all stuff too. So go ahead and like this and then share this. Share this with your side piece. Share this with your main piece. Just, tell one of them they're not allowed to comment. That's all. Only one person can comment, so don't get no confusion in the comment section.
I cannot. We're not battling in the comment section. No.
I'm the only nigga on here that they're allowed to fight over. No, I'm just I gotta quit using that word. Yeah, share this with your friends, your family, your neighbors.
Wait a minute. Rewind. Go back. Are you making the conscious decision to not use the N-word?
I am.
Okay.
I am making the conscious decision not to use the N-word anymore because I don't like how I just don't like it anymore. I've come to the realization I don't want anybody else calling. I don't want any people of certain persuasions calling me that, right? And I feel like by me overusing it and using it so freely, sometimes they can become desensitized. And so when I go off, I want to be completely justified when I go off if they use it. So to just go ahead and take that excuse away. And then plus the definition, that's just not something I want to identify with. And if I continue to speak it over my life, then it will continue to manifest.
I see you. It's really interesting because I was of the conscious mind. I am of the conscious mind, and I have been like my whole life. But I'm gonna say in the last few months, I probably said the N-word more than I ever said it in my life. It's because I feel like I finally have learned, like, when is it appropriate to use it? I heard it overly used. I heard it misused. It was targeted at me racially, all the things that would make me say, nah, I'm good. Don't use the word, shut it down. I'm about censorship with that word, and being a being an advocate for not using it.
Okay.
But I've met some niggas.
Okay.
I've met them. I know them so intimately now, and I'm like, oh, that's why that word's still around. I got it.
I don't like you. I just want the record to reflect.
I didn't know. I had no idea. But I feel like those that have lived a little bit more, they've been in some different corners, here and there. I know, right? They've been in different corners of the world. They've been on the other side of the family and stuff. They had different experiences. They knew niggas still existed. I just met them.
I don't like it. I don't.
Like, you gotta, appropriately call people what they are.
So
there's some niggas. I'm just saying.
So I'm glad we're here, and I know we were supposed to talk about something else, but we got to camp out here for a second, because when I have this conversation, I have a good friend, and when we have this conversation, he always categorizes men, black men, in a different category as N-words. Okay. He always says a real man is going to do this for a woman or his partner. Yeah. Because even though he's straight, he respects, who I am. A real man is going to do this for their partner.
Who are you?
A real man. I'm sorry.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm gay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Bleepity bleep bleep bleep.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I do apologize. So I know you can't tell. I know you can't tell, but yes.
Okay. Thank you for catching me up.
I am homosexual. Homosexual. So he
owe me $5 for that.
I know. That was good, by the way. He says a real man is going to do this, and so I'm like, because a lot of times he says it in contrast to what women don't do, and what women in the comment section, they are giving it to me, and I love it. I love it. What women don't do, and I'm constantly saying, well, men do this, and he said, no. N-words do that. N-words have 2 and 3 women that they're not taking care of. N-words do such and 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 such. Men, black men, we conduct ourselves in such and such and such way. And so having those conversations over and over with him, and him constantly driving this point home, and believe it or not, he does the same with women. So you know how you got these women that be like, I'm the kind of B that'll do this and do, and he's like, okay, so we have to classify our women. We have women, grown women, and we have, I won't use the term that he uses when he addresses them in that tone. And so he's like, I'm looking for a woman. I fellowship with women, and so these conversations kind of drove me to say, you know what, I need to quit using this word, especially as it pertains to myself.
And I think that is a very noble venture. And like I said, that was my path for 30 plus years. But I'm just saying, there's some niggas in this world, and they are alive and breathing.
So well, let's ask those who are watching. Do those of you that are watching, do you use the N-word? And we're not talking about Never Neverland. We're talking about nigga. Do you use the word the word nigga? Dr. Holt says, I use it an N-word. I use it when an N-word owe me money. Absolutely. Okay, I can understand and give that some leeway.
Saying, and you see them and they be like, oh man, bro, I was just headed to the bank to go get your shit, and they lying, lie. Or they send their mama to tell your mama that they sorry. No, you know what? N-word
behavior. Or that phone, you just mysteriously keep going straight to voicemail.
Yeah.
Then when you run into them, oh, my phone is broke.
Yeah.
N-word, I'll send you texting on aisle 3. See, there we
Man,
go. Right there. Is
you
that
can
proper?
call me 15 times in 2 days so you can get the money. But then I can't get you on the phone one time when I need it back. I'm just,
Right.
you know,
I
anyway.
read somewhere I'm gonna start smelling my $20. So when I ask you for my money back, it ain't I know it wasn't my funky little $20. My little funky $20. I smelled it and sprayed it with a little perfume, so I know it didn't stink. Run it back.
Oh man.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I think it's a culture we definitely need to. Well, I'll say evaluate how we use it, how freely we use it, and yeah. One thing I realized about this is other cultures use it crazily. I was watching this video of these two white girls, white women, Caucasian descent. Um, they were fighting, and Manal, the girl jumps up, and she was like, "Why are you talking to my N-word? Why are you talking to? Don't be talking to my N-word. Get off my N-word." Woo, 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 woo. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's dating a black guy, and she got a little too comfortable. No, this is all white people. All the characters in this story are Caucasian. And I'm sitting here like, whoa, this is crazy. Cause like she is banging like such and such and such and such my N-word. And I'm like, oh wow, this has gotten a little too out of hand. I've seen my Latino brothers and sisters do the same thing, you know. I've seen Asians do it, you know. I just
See, but that's my point. Like, and again, you know, me being very conscious, very militant, black, all that loveliness, you know, real protective of us as people. But I'm going to say, I have learned niggas are real. They are in the world. And it's across cultures because it's a mindset. It is a way of being. It is the way their hearts beat. Their hearts beat nigga. That's love dub. Anybody know any medical love dub? That's the way the blood flows in your body. Nigga. That's why when the blood flow is circulating your body. You can't
I don't like
turn it
it.
off. They just are. I think deliverance from the most high is the only fix. That's all I know.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh my God, Dr. Holt. Oh my God. Let's use it in a sentence, shall we? That MF owe me some money, but on Facebook on a cruise. Now you know what? That's a quick way to get me to act flip on somebody. Don't owe me
Act
money.
like a nigga. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? See how it applies?
Don't owe me money. I'm dead ass. Yes. And then I'm dead. Don't owe me money. And then I see you just out living it up. And you owe me money. Don't do it. Don't do it, and don't do me. Okay. I've had friends that have owed me hundreds of dollars, and I'm over here struggling because I gave them the thing. I don't know if you watch Family Guy, right? And on Family Guy, the dog owed the baby Stewie some money, right? And the dog was walking with a hot dog, eating the hot dog, and Stewie was like, "You had money for that hot dog, and you didn't have money to pay me back." The guy was like, "You got the cat, yeah, cat." All right. The dog was like, "Yeah, but I was just trying to I was gonna pay you back later." Huey whooped his complete ass. Do you hear me?
He was like
And
a fight.
that's low key how I feel. If you owe me money, I don't need you taking pictures at the concert down to the reunion concert. If you do go, I need you to act like you didn't. I need you to be like, "Hey, don't nobody take pictures of me here because Walter gonna trip." I need you to know that I want you to run me my money back and then resume living your life.
See, now I'm gonna defend people because the thing is that when people ask to borrow money, a lot of times we just have their backs, right? We just cover them. We don't know they're standing with the electricity company. We don't know they're standing with their rent. We don't know their standing with the other friends they borrowed money from. We just know they asked us in that moment. And so, like, I feel like if we did more of an extensive financial check, like all the other entities do, we might stop loaning money to the people that ain't gonna pay us back. I'm just saying. Just
Okay.
throwing it out there to you.
Okay. All right. I don't loan money unless it's my parents.
So I'm saying
They don't need money. Okay. Yo, I didn't realize how much of a hustler my mama, she told me to quit saying she a hustler because she don't hustle people out of money. But my mama gets her grind on. My mama work her ass off. Like, I'd be like, damn, mama, you would do whatever legally. And she ain't like me because I wouldn't. She do whatever it takes to run some money up in her house. I'm like, God damn, how many sources of income do you have?
She said all of them. Another
But
one next week.
yeah, she's one of those people that will get that money. My mama definitely don't need to borrow money from me, but I do be like, Mama, can I hold 20 to the first?
Man.
Can I hold 20 to the first? And I had to start adopting that Dr. Ho. I had to stop lending people money because they have a hard time paying it back. But also I had to realize that why am I gonna put myself in a crunch and make you comfortable, but whenever I need, I can't come back and nothing is reciprocated. So like you said, Manal, I had to make up my mind that I was no longer going to assist these people in this. Now, Manal, you had a video you wanted me to watch for the first time on the intranet.
Oh man. Are we gonna do class and ass? Or we're just gonna keep rolling? We've been running out miles.
Because I done ran all my month throughout tonight.
I think we needed it. Though.
Class versus ass. This week's class of the week. Tiffany Haddish.
Girl.
Yes, Hunty. Yes. Tiffany Haddish is let's give her a hand because she's back on her way up. Okay. Yeah. She did not let the bullshit hinder her on her way back up. Can you play that clip?
Wait, no, don't play the clip. See, because we was running our mouths, so now we kind of gotta hurry up. So like, so what's the bullshit you was talking about? You talking about with her in common?
But no. So she had a whole situation where she got caught up because she did a skit with someone that was really viewed as inappropriate with some of the things they were trying to do with the kids in the video. It was just completely distasteful. It was really, follow me here, they were almost SAing a kid in the video, and she really lost a lot behind it. Back then, I didn't think she was the culprit or the force behind it. I kind of feel like she was just trying to work and get some money, and she got caught up in a bad situation. Nevertheless, she is back on her way up. During that time, though, she had lost so much. They were interviewing her, and she was like, "I lost it all. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no jobs." But big ups to her because she did not quit. And I want people that go through a hard time, I want you to understand you cannot quit. You can't give up. You gotta persevere.
You can take a break, though. You can absolutely take a break.
And I think she did.
Get yourself together, but don't quit. Okay.
I think she did. Now she's back doing comedy. She's back out, and we're loving it. We're back to loving Tiffany Haddish. Everyone makes mistakes, but it's up to you to navigate yourself back to a place of peace and security.
For sure. And the clip was when she was on Jimmy Kimmel, right? It was Jimmy Kimmel. Like, if y'all get a chance, go on YouTube, watch it. The interview was really cute. She got this little, actually the same hairstyle and this little pink outfit. But she was talking about some of the projects that she's doing now. She's, putting out music and stuff as well. And one of the highlights of that interview was when Jimmy Kimmel was talking about the homecoming party that she threw, that he came to. And she also had an auction the, at the homecoming, and he purchased a painting that she created.
Uh-huh.
And the only reason why I'm bringing this up because we got to talk about them little silly ass girls later. But
Right.
so he asked, where the inspiration of the painting came from. And she was like, me and Common, we painted this at a paint and sip on our very first date when I got to LA. And she said, and I got this paint and sip through a Groupon. And she said, I Groupon everything. She said, anytime I want to go out with somebody or somebody want to go out with me, I Groupon. And that's the date that we go on. And I loved that so much.
Yeah.
So she is a class to me because I feel like more than a lot of people, especially in the industry, she's still herself. She's still seemingly because I don't know her like that. I don't go to sleep with her, but she's seemingly a real person and a real woman, and that's what I can appreciate about her.
Absolutely. Class of the week. Go Tiffany Haddish. All right, now for every class there must be an ass. Someone and see, this ass of the week pissed me off. I don't know if you've seen this.
Yeah, play this clip because this was some bullshit.
Okay, I'm glad you. Yeah. Can you play? Hold on, but can we? He looks okay in this picture. This is one of his better pictures.
That's because he's already had the braces and he's covering up the bottom. But let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's not get into my lasciviousness.
The movie Inside Out. I had a picture of it with him. But y'all know the movie, right? Pass the mic. All of these spirits, moods. Everybody confess this. My mood is always a spirit. Now you gotta check your mood. What spirit is this? Who told you you were angry? Who told you you were disgusted? Who told you you were fearful? Who told you you were sad? And look at this. These spirits are only that. Anger is just anger. It doesn't have another setting. You can be angry at your own birthday party. But the spirit of anger only wants to be angry. You mad right now, I'm taking too long. You're disgusted at what I'm talking about. You sad because you gotta let things go. And you're fearful because you don't know what's coming next. Let me tell you what's coming next. Joy!
Okay.
Child. Oh my God. Every time I'll be like, let me go try it just a little bit. Let me go just tap in. Just
see what they doing now. Let me see what they're talking about now.
Now this was some bullshit. And teaching like this, and then I'm gonna let you take it because this is your profession. But teaching like this really, really affected my household growing up. My father was a Vietnam vet, right? And he had to be on medicine. Okay. When he was on his medicine, greatest guy that you ever wanted to encounter. Okay. Smart, wise, even loving, gentle, a man, but gentle. You feel me? When he got off that shit though, woo, child, my God, today, abusive, vulgar, unstable, like when he was off of his medicine, and teaching like this would encourage him to see how long he can go and see if God delivered him, instead of no. You just take your medicine and keep praying.
Good.
The doctor will let you know if it's time for you to come off. Not this prayer. This prayer ain't for that.
God and that prescription. That's the Holy Trinity right there.
Yes. Oh my God. Like that kind of stuff would always keep shit up in the house. And when looking back, I'm like, we really could have avoided a lot if we just didn't over spiritualize everything. Like go and then because the Black community is just now accepting therapy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But back when we were growing up, you weren't supposed to go talk to the white, what they call, you don't go down there and let them white people in your business. But I wish we endured so much because now my mom would put us would be okay with us going to therapy, but for some reason my dad was of the mindset, I don't need it. I don't need nobody, playing around in my head. So, girl, when I tell you, when I see stuff like this, it pisses me off to the hilt. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and take this because this.
Well, we probably got to take commercial break, huh?
Oh,
so let's do that, and then I'm gonna dig in his ass. Come on.
Okay, absolutely. Lube up, Ty.
In a world filled with diversity, where radical faith and progressive believers come together, there's a place that's breaking all boundaries and embracing believers from all walks of life. Bullet and Flight Radio, where believers unite, boundaries break, and love triumphs. Step away from the chaos and noise of your daily life. Experience moments for yourself that are calm, serene, and full of peace. A necessary respite to foster growth within you, because self-care should be luxurious. Lux and Noir.
All right. So we were talking, for those of you that are just now tuning in, we were discussing this sermon that was delivered by Ty Tribbett. That is a good picture of him. I cannot get lost in the chocolateness of his skin. That is the devil.
I mean, it's a beautiful photo and whatnot.
It is. That is a really good. And I'm not a Ty Tribbett. I'm not on him like that. But this is a good picture of him. The chocolateness.
As a singer,
Mm-hmm.
love Ty Tribbett. This man put some voices together, and his music,
that he can. Yes.
But I think he lost me about when he was sleeping with other people, and then him and his wife started holding hands on TV, talking about how they was working it out. That's about when I got lost. Anyway, so no judgment. It's just like you don't want to be with her, so leave, stop, quit,
or let us watch.
Or let us watch. Okay. Where's the camera, my brother? Anyway, so here's my problem with this message, and I love that you said what you said, Walter, because as I am diving into heavier therapy right now, one of the things that I know my siblings and I are talking about is the reality that we were not able to express the gambit of our emotions, let alone feel them, right? And one of the challenges that I have is the only time I really was able to be moved with full emotion was in church, which is very problematic.
Yeah.
And so to say that each emotion is a spirit, that is so inaccurate. And when he said, who told you was angry? Like my motherfucking self told me I was angry. Your emotions are indicators. They are guides that you need to address something, right? And so not acknowledge any of your emotions is just going to be to your detriment. And so when I heard this, I said, now wait a minute. I thought the goal was to be like Jesus. Jesus moved in the gambit of his emotions. And
Yes.
spiritual, anything godly, anything that is close to actually being in alignment has times and seasons, has moods, if you will. And
Right.
so like for him to express this and kind of like damning people for moving in their emotions or having the gambit of emotions that exist is that pissed me off. And then the reality is that as a human being, you have the
Right.
capacity to experience multiple emotions. And one of the things, if you actually watch the movie, I don't think he watched the movie, you actually see how the girl or the main character in that movie or the emotions themselves learn that they work together.
Yeah.
They work together to steer the person. And so really it's about balancing out your emotions. It's about acknowledging your emotions. It's about listening to what they are telling you, learning how to communicate, and then learning how to tap into the spirit so that way you can be guided in what to do. Your emotions are just indicators telling you to tap in,
Period.
whatever it is. And I just remember my Jesus, he got pissed off and he turned over some tables, but
And
he also
did.
got pissed off and he served.
And did.
I'm just saying.
And did. So yeah, I was gonna say sometimes it's our emotions that will propel us to do work for the greater good. You know, it's sometimes out of anger. You got to get angry sometimes to get out and do something that needs to be done. And then sometimes I'm not a fan of fear, and I don't encourage people to operate in fear, but sometimes it's that fear that will make you do the right thing. So I think this is a very limited teaching. I think it is an ignorant teaching. It's a very dangerous teaching. Very dangerous teaching. And I think I want to say this is a form of abuse.
It is for the people and everybody that was shouting. I just
Need to ask what I need to go in there with a belt while they jumping.
No, you need to go in with some therapists. Have them sat down and evaluate.
Now, why are you
what
jumping?
the hell they was doing, right? Why? Help me understand.
That's funny.
But like, I don't think that he moves in his emotions, because if he moved in his emotions and actually checked in with himself, he probably would make different decisions with his life. But that's just my opinion.
That could be a thing. That can absolutely be a thing. Those of you that are watching, we have a question for you. Do you feel like your emotions are a spirit? Do you feel like they are demonic, something that needs to be checked in prayer? What are your thoughts? All right. Moving right along.
To the point, because I'm not typing in this chat situation. I recall the Bible saying, "Be angry, but sin not."
Right. Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with that. Just
you can have the emotion.
Right. Do you need to check yourself? You absolutely do, but not check yourself because you have an emotion. Check yourself about what you do with that emotion.
That part. That whole ass part right there. Now, there's a group of young ladies that got together, Manal, and they made a list. A beautiful list of places that they think you should not take them on their first date. Okay? Now, I'm sick of this conversation, but mainly because I don't date the women. I don't date the women's. But
Kwame said we're gonna do the sneak peek real quick. Okay, so look, we're gonna do the sneak peek real quick.
Yes.
At some point, I'm gonna just say stop, okay? Because I can't do this too many times. But go ahead.
Singing at the Star Spangled Banner, performed tonight by 6-time Grammy Award nominated rapper and artist Flava Flav.
Uh-huh.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Sing, Slave.
through the perilous fight
Yes, God.
for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
Look at the players. Wait.
And the rockets red flare, the bombs burst, sting in there, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star spangled banner yet wave? Or the land of the free and the home of the brave, of the brave,
No.
of the brave.
Child, get your check. Get your money. Get your money, Slave. Slave, get your money.
Woo! I don't know what board meeting they had to agree on that one, but that was, you gonna have to bleep me out this whole show, Kwame. That's just where I'm at. That's some bullshit. That was whoever put his name on the list and said, let's cut him a check. That was wrong.
The vocal coach in me wants to pull him aside and say, "Sir, we need to practice proper breathing techniques."
You
Now,
did a big deep breath in the beginning, didn't you?
yeah, but you're not practicing air control, child. You can't just hit everything like a sledgehammer. You're gonna have to finesse some of that. A part of me wants to just tell him, like, "Sir, go practice and come back and audition."
He
in 6
did.
months.
He did practice. That was practice. You can't tell. That was
you
the
cannot.
best you could do.
This fool probably sat up with his girl with a video. He should have went and sat down with a vocal. Because I'm gonna tell you one, he did stay in the same key for the most part of the song.
Most.
He stayed in the same key. He stayed in the same key. He was pitchy as the fuck. He was pitchy as the complete. He was pitchy as fuck. But no, I can't even. No, he needed to go see a vocal coach. They probably could have helped him smooth over some of those rough.
That I'm telling you. Telling you.
No.
That was after his sessions with the vocal coach. I promise.
No, because
I promise.
He probably has a gag order on him, so he could never say who could vocal coach him, because there's no way I would let him advertise that I vocal coach that. Hell no.
I'm quite sure the vocal coach probably said, "Don't tell nobody we did this." We don't want that. But I'm sure Flavor Flav went and got a vocal coach. I promise you he did.
Oh my God.
That's the best you can do.
All I can say is
that's exactly who his vocal coach was. New York.
that sound like my uncle after he done had some drunk, too many to drink, and he trying to tell me what he want me to sing. Walter, why don't you get up here and sing this song real quick?
Sing that
No.
one about the flags and the stars and stuff.
But then he starts singing it though. Like that's how my uncle do. Sing that one song that go like this. Oh, say can you like that song? See, like wait. What we're not gonna do is do it.
Ah, you are so welcome. I was so pissed. I felt like I could share it.
She like if I endured it, you have to. You know what? That needs to be a segment. Because I endured it, you now have to.
I got stronger. I want you to find your strength.
Locate your inner strength. I could go a whole nother 40 years of my life.
That's what
and never hear that again.
Oh man, that's all I got. My girlfriend thinks she's funny because she kept playing it. She know I can't take too much. She kept playing it. Yeah, that was fantastic.
Now, while taking another gander, another peek, another visual gaze, if you will, these young ladies came up with a list of places that it is not okay to take them on the first date. A group of ladies make a list of places men should not take them on their first date. Number first on the list is Cheesecake Factory. Second is Applebee's. 3 is Chili's. 4 is Chipotle. 5 is Olive Garden. The movies. 7, Your House. Any fast food chain. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wingstop. Red Lobster. A buffet. IHOP. Denny's. The gym. Church. And last but not least, Starbucks. Coffee dates. Ice cream dates. Family function. Movie nights. Somewhere that requires a long drive, bowling, nightclubs, hookah bar. What? Well, damn. A bar.
These heifers nowhere.
So just drinks, Waffle House. They want to be single.
Don't
Sports
take
bars
nowhere.
I'm like, well, God, where are we gonna take you?
Now I'm calling them heifers. I'm calling them heifers because.
I don't know.
You don't have these problems in the community. Yeah,
no. It depends on the caliber of man you fuck with, because some of these men are adapting this foolishness. Some gay men are adapting this dumb shit right here.
Here's my problem. There's nothing on this list that is problematic other than his house. Or somewhere that requires a long drive. Those two for me as a woman is concerning, just because I don't know you like that to be hopping in the car by myself, going with you somewhere. For 2
hours.
We need to have 2 separate cars and we can go on a nice little trip. I can meet you somewhere.
Right.
Possibly with my location on, shared to everybody. So I think for safety reasons, those 2 things are a problem. But everything else, I think these are young girls who are inexperienced.
Yeah.
They know not what they speak of. And whatever expectations they have is unrealistic.
Right.
And here's my thing. If you are requiring a certain lifestyle to be provided for you, are you first providing this to yourself?
For yourself, right.
And kind of what we were talking about, a couple weeks back, just as far as when you're dating certain people at a certain age bracket and with a certain headspace, these people are building life on a whole different level.
Right.
And so if they take you anywhere, if they spend money on you at all,
right.
It is a sacrifice.
Right.
Because I've only budgeted about $100 for entertainment, and I'm sharing it with you because I have a house that's being built.
Right.
Because I got bigger plans for myself and a future family.
Right.
So if this non-nigga spends any money on you, take it as a compliment. Take it as this individual is finding you to be important enough to sacrifice for. And I just went to Cheesecake Factory and I spent a lot of money on myself. So I enjoyed it.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Sometimes you are missing your blessing. I did I was a guest on a podcast a while ago, and was I a guest on a podcast or were they a guest on mine? Anyway, it was a while ago, and this
You just be
couple,
podcasting so much. You don't even know.
I'll try. This gay couple, that I really look up to, by the way, their first date was at 7-Eleven. Like that was their first meal was at 7-Eleven. And years later, here we go. By years and years later, on a romantic date, the guy wanted to, give something reminiscent of their first date. So he went and purchased certain things from 7-Eleven, and they were able to revisit that moment. Now, if these men, because both of these men were good quality and good caliber men, that could have by right been like, don't you go get me no motherfucking 7-Eleven. What the hell you think this is? Fuck out. They were good quality men, right? They would have missed the blessing of being together all these years, 14, 15 years later, had they been so stuck on this type of BS right here. They would have missed a blessing. That look at where they are now, the things that they've accumulated, the things that they have done now in their lives, had they been stuck on this foolishness right here, and so I think sometimes we need to look a little deeper. Plus, I'm going to say this. When I was at my lowest, now, sure, I can afford to take you some places now, but when I was at my lowest, Cheesecake Factory was a stretch, baby. You was going to get you some Denny's. Or you was gonna get you some Starbucks. You wasn't gonna get you no I don't give a remote moist fuck. You wasn't gonna get you nothing highfalutin, not off me.
And I'm gonna tell you, I had a date with a person, and it was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was my first date with this person, and they did invite me to their home.
Mm-hmm.
But I had gotten a chance to know this person a little bit. And they invited me to their home, but you know what? They gave me a salad from all of the vegetables from their garden. They picked it all themselves. They grew it. They picked it, and they made me a dinner. And this person didn't have a whole lot of furniture. And come to find out, this person was purchasing more properties because this person was becoming a landlord.
Wow.
And so, like, they're not spending money on furniture. They're spending money on buying more properties because there's a bigger goal here. And imagine if I would have looked at that person and was like, you got crates around here and you got a salad that you picked? What?
Right.
Like, the mindset. Right. And the thing is that the first date that you go on could be the last first date that you go on if you take the time to get to know that person and be known yourself. And so the reality is these individuals, right, that are having these standards of don't take me here and don't take me there, you're missing the entire point of even going out on a date.
Right.
A date is so that way you can be known and someone be known to you. It's about connection. It's about an experience. Like you said, it's about fun. And so what I hear is these girls don't know how to date. What I hear is they're looking for somebody just to fund their expensive life. And that's not the same thing. And so I understand why people that are out in this dating world don't really want to date for real.
Right.
Because you're running into silly like this when people are legitimately trying to connect. And so whether you just out here trying to get some ass or you out here trying to get somebody to get your nails done and get a spa day, I think both of those mindsets are very problematic in the dating pool. But hopefully those that are genuinely trying to date and connect with somebody, you're not out here listening to that kind of bullshit and following these lists out there because you're looking for someone who actually does want to share their lives with you. Somebody who is willing to introduce you to their family on their first date. That means family is important to them. See, these dates tell you a lot about this person and what they value and what's important to them and the world that they are bringing you into as a person. Like,
right.
Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't know what dating is.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Comment of the night, and then we're going to have to wrap it up here. From YouTube listener Kwame Speaks says, whatever happened to having fun and getting to know someone? I went on a date before. We went to a dinner and a movie, but the best part was having a fun walking on the pier. Having fun walking on the pier. Look at my hooked on phonics, y'all. Having
It's
fun
okay.
walking on the pier and talking. Absolutely. So I think this is what he's saying is the crux of what we're saying. Sometimes it's not about what is spent. I would rather someone spend some time and put some thought into the date versus, showing up and it's all the bells and whistles, but I don't get to know you. We can't
Yeah.
talk. I get no gaze. I would much rather know by the end of the first date if we don't need to have a second.
Yeah.
Rather than having all of these, because we're doing all these oohs and ahs, we don't really get to know each other. Now I'm gonna know, how can the people connect with you if they want to connect with you on social media?
Well, y'all, you can find me on, there we go. Hey, right at the bottom, right there. Ms. Bay Windows on YouTube, on Instagram, also on Facebook. Just follow me, guys. Look me up. I'm putting my stuff
Absolutely.
out there.
Absolutely. And you can follow me on all social media, Walt B Connection. I'll be there, we'll be there, and we definitely can connect. Until next time, we want you all to find someone, love someone, laugh with someone, connect with yourself, and connect with others. As always, have a wonderful evening. Take us away, Kwame.
Just not at Applebee's.
Or Cheesecake Factory.
Bullshit.
Oh, we will not be back next week because of the holidays.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Bye, y'all. We're not going to be here.